So what you might not see here is I basically threw this bender in the front to cover up my first shot. Started on hole number 16 and threw kind of a bad drive. Hit a tree over on the right hand side. Luckily was able to recover pretty well with that. Get freaky forehand you just saw. Landed pretty close, I think maybe 15 feet for my power putt. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, I did miss that one as you see there, clanked off the side. I did have what seemed like at least 4 or 5 of those in today's 2 rounds. So this is the Eco Tour in New Bern, Glenburnie Park. Just played July 10th, so yesterday. This is basically my round. If it was a shot like a putt within like 10 feet, I didn't bother recording that, but I got most of all my other shots. I tried to be courteous of the other players I was playing with and not show like any of their shots or whatever. So basically all you see here is me throwing. Started on hole number 16. Didn't have the best start. I wound up bogeying 3 of my first 4 holes. So I went bogey on 16, 17 before par in 18, and then bogeying number 1, which I think that was number 1 right there that you just saw me throw on. And this was my putt up for par on number 1. And as you see, there was a tree in front of me, so I didn't have the best angle at it. Sorry, some of the angles and some of the lightings on the shots weren't the best they could be, but again, I was trying to be courteous of my other players and trying to get the camera down and recording as fast as I can, so I didn't slow down to play. And you know, sometimes it worked out great, and sometimes the angle wasn't all that great and the lighting wasn't all that great, but you get the gist of it. I just wanted to try to get some of the shots, and I was hoping to catch a good shot here and there, but again, didn't make any miraculous shots today. Had some shots that were pretty crappy basically, but had some good ones too. I felt like I done real well scrambling today and coming back from bad shots. So even when I got a bad drive maybe here and there, maybe I hit a tree early on or halfway down the fairway, I seemed to do really well on my up shots and recovering from that, and still being able to save par a majority of the time. So as I said, I started off bogeying 3 of my first 4 holes, then was able to finally get my first birdie and kind of settle down and get some pars in there. Went 1 under on the next 5 holes, then had a couple more bogeys thrown in there over the next 6 or 7 holes before birdieing the next to last hole. So overall, first round today, I shot 3 over, which I think had me in the top 10, I think in 9th place. I was hoping to get in the top 10, just didn't work out today. As in the second round I came back. Felt like I played much worse. It was just a rough round. It was very hot, roughly around 90 or 92 degrees, not a whole lot of wind, and it was just rough and very draining. Second round, I wound up shooting 4 over that round. I didn't get any coverage from that one, but I did shoot 4 over, which pushed me back to 7 over for the entire round, finishing a sole position of 11th place, which was still enough to I think take home like $15-20 or whatever. But overall, good day. I mean, it was fun. This is only my second singles tournament that I've played. I've played in several doubles tournaments, but this was my second singles tournament. My first singles tournament I played up in Kinston, North Carolina. I think I finished somewhere around 17th place, 19th place, something like that, out of 24 people. And thanks to that round, that gave me a 789 PDGA tour rating. That was roughly 2 months ago maybe that I played that round. So today I wound up having a round average of 841, playing 52 points higher than my current rating. This putt here at this huge hill was a birdie putt. What was kind of funny about that hole there is, like, just before I threw that pretty nice drive, it's roughly I think that hole's about 320, 340 maybe. I was telling one of the other guys that was probably one of the hardest holes on the course, and was almost impossible to birdie that hole. I didn't birdie it, but I did have a chance to birdie it, so I was pretty proud of that. But as you see, I just kind of missed it left a little bit. But other than being hot, the weather was great, beautiful, a great tour, great event. My first eco tour event, and I'm hoping to get 3 more events in with the eco tour this year. I think they're playing up in Richlands that I'm already signed up for. I think they're also playing down in Wilmington at Castle Hayne Park, and I think there was one more somewhere close by that we were planning on playing in. So I don't know if I get any coverage of those or not, but I may try at least one of them. We'll see. You see the driver I'm using there. I pretty much used it most of the day. I've been throwing it fairly well, and it seems like I can maneuver that disc around a lot easier than can some of the other discs I've played with. I think that is made by who's the company, Photon or something like that, like a company kind of like MVP Disc. So Insanity Disc, I think is what the name of it is. Great distance driver, 9-speed, -2 turn. A little flippy, but as you can tell, my arm speed ain't all that fast and all that great, so it's a pretty perfect disc for me. Here we're on 14 here. That's the last birdie of the day for me. You see I tapped it in. That was a pretty good drive for me. 15, I went on to par that one to finish my round at 3 over. This is 15 here, what they call the buoy hole. I think I had a shot at birdie on this hole as well, if I'm not mistaken, but missed it. There's the scores. As you see, my best friend James Orr finishing at 4 over. Great round from him. Thanks a lot.